let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just finished up watching Ball Wars Summer Rain 3. Good event. Good event. But first event of the day was URL's Nexus, which went down in Orlando for four good battles. Four good battles. You know, I like that Nexus was set up like light work. I think if he does keep that looking like light work, like it's better when you can just hear the MC rap. We don't have to worry about the crowd being too loud. You ain't got to worry about the crowd touching the battlers or messing up the battle or like them overreacting. I love the setup with the light work. So Nexus was basically set up light work. Good situation. Good situation. Um Hold on. Check something real quick. There you go. So so that was a good situation. When we talk about the battles, first battle to kick it off was Real Deal versus Kid Chaos. Good to see Kid Chaos back. You know, everybody's been wondering where he's been. You know, I somebody just mentioned about him on Twitter, and it's so interesting that he ended up being on this card. So I'm not mad at it. I was happy to see him back. Now, all these battles were done on 1 week's prep. Here we go. Here we go with that again. With the 1 week prep situation. Um, I don't fault. You know, if you can prep like that, then salute to you. Um, Overall, the battles were good. Um, I had Kid Chaos beating Real Deal 2-1. That's how I called it. Um, like Real Deal talked about how like Chaos was in prison, how he only uses it when like talking about it when it benefits him. Um, he has some Chaos flips that were dope. I can't say that the Chaos flips I like him mentioning that Kid Chaos is the street. I don't think anybody really cares. You know, I don't think anybody cares. Um, Real Deal also had a Brittany Griner bar. I don't like. I wish I was. I tried to jot and watch at the same time. Couldn't get the bar, but it was dope though. He talked about how like I love how when people battle people, they find out about people's old relationships. Talked about Kid Chaos and Blue Cocaine. Um, like Real Deal had some bar. He had good bars. But he had jokes too. So I liked it. I liked it. Um, Real Deal addressing the him being a teacher angle. Um, I liked how he went about that because I know he's tired of everybody mentioning in every battle about him being a PE teacher. Like the man has a career. Yeah, he got a job, like the rest of y'all. But y'all want to keep mentioning what he does for a living. Um, like I really liked when Real Deal was talking about how the students come to him and confide in him about different situations. The way he went to talking about that, I want to say it was the third round that he did that. That I like that. I like that. Anybody who's an educator, you you know how that gets with kids when they start telling you certain things. Um, and he's talking about he's been dealing with chaos his whole life. I guess like how long he's been teaching. Like yeah, kids are something else. Kids are definitely something else. Um, like real deal solid performance. Solid performance. Um, at the end of the battle, Smack had a basically like they could call out who they wanted. He called out, I believe, he called out Av, bro. Like I like Real Deal, I do, but Av is different with the punches. Av is different with the punches. Like Real Deal's gonna he's gonna have to like really step it up for Av. He was good, but he's gonna have to be 20 times better than he was against Kid Chaos today. Like, that's just the honest truth. He's gonna have to be 20 times better. Um, but I would want to see it. I would want to see um Real Deal versus Ab. I would want to see it whenever however they could set that up. Um, like, kind of like Kid Chaos was kind of predictable with talking about Real Deal being a PE teacher. We knew it was coming. Um, we knew it. Chaos mentioned how Dice basically beat like how Dice was beating up on him for his final exams. Um, like he had a bunch of predictable teacher PE bars. You know, predictable, but in the way that he put it together made it good though. It made it good though. Um, like the only thing I like chaos and the everybody like you he was hyping his bars he didn't need to. He just needed to rap. Um like I liked how Chaos did go into the when Real Deals at KOTD he raps a certain type of way. And then when he comes to like a URL, he raps it and talks about totally different things. Like I liked how he got into that. That was dope. And then Chaos with the what type of teacher angle, like that was I like that. Like I had Chaos 2-1. It was a good battle in my opinion. Um Chaos won it once. Let's see if I can remember who this Chaos won next. Trying to remember who Chaos won it. Um, who was it? I don't remember who Chaos called out, but I look forward to seeing him more. I do. I look forward to seeing him more. Um, Next battle, O-Red versus Swervo. O-Red versus Swervo was a really good battle. It was. It was a really good battle. Um, O-Red had a bunch of swerve flips. He had a Street Fighter bar that was dope. He had a Jonte Porter bar. If y'all know, Jonte Porter is Jonte Porter. Jonte Porter's banned from the NBA for basically sports betting while he was in the league. Like, I don't know why everybody wants to talk about Kels and like her being alcoholic. Like whatever with that. O-Red was doing good until like third round. He choked. He choked in the third. He choked in the third. It took him a minute to get it back. It took him a while to get it back. But the material he got out in his third was good though. But the long while with that choke and the fact that he choked, he couldn't get that round. He couldn't get it. Like he was solid and clean the first two rounds of the battle. Solid and clean. So like even with the choke, he had good material, even with the choke. Swervo. Now, you know, everybody's kind of with a microscope on Swervo because he had a hiccup with the franchise battle. He's coming off the bad news battle with Eminence, as far as Eminence 5. People want to know how, like, I knew he was going to bounce back. He was going to bounce back. Like, Swervo had a good Joe Budden bar. He did the whole bars about, like, we know O-Red calls himself the Transformer. He had a whole bar with that. That was dope. Like, Swervo seemed very comfortable. That was the main thing. He seemed very comfortable as far as rapping and being prepared. That's just what I got from it. He seemed very comfortable with it. And on a mission, like when it seemed like when Swerve he gets certain people, like this gave me like Swerve battling Cortez type vibes. Like he was prepared. He was prepared and he delivered. He delivered. Like Swerve's trophies bar, that was dope. Like the funniness with the O-Red don't have no teeth, that was funny. Swerve mentioned about O-Red supposed to be boxing on Suge's card coming up. Like Swerve mentioned arson, the Detroit situation, and like what he how they said they ain't no Suge, and he was like something. I might say I don't know she. Like that was funny. Like Swerve 2-1. Swervo 2-1 in a really good back and forth battle. Really good back and forth battle. Like, it could have been one of those ones if, like, it's a good battle, but it could have really been one of those if O-Red hadn't choked. If he hadn't choked in the third. Like, we gonna call it what it is. If he hadn't choked in the third, um, if he hadn't choked in the third, you know. But overall good battle, good win for Swervo. Um, he called out Truffaut and Luke Castro. I'm for it. I'm for it. Like, those two good opponents, two good battles. So look forward to those happening. Um, Next battle was Loso and Jack Boy. Um, uh, oh no, I'm not hopping on the short prep time. I'm just saying I was only mentioning it. What else? Loso versus Jack Boy. Like, Loso and Jack was a good battle. I had Loso winning. Like, he had the double May Cry bar. He flipped Jack's. You know what I don't understand. Um, that was dope. Um, Loso and the Ass and Jack, the perks of being in the gang. Um, Loso had the double raise bar. That was tough. He mentioned about First Lady Flames. I'm like, oh shit. Like, you can clearly see with some of the things that Loso said, it kind of got a reaction out of Jack Boy. Like, it did. It got a reaction out of Jack Boy. Um, like, Jack had some shit. I just don't think it was enough. Like, I want to see Loso and Jack Boy again. I want to see that again, and I want to see JC and Eunice again. Those are the two battles that I want to see again. You know, I have just first watch who I have, but you know, a second watch doesn't hurt. I got Loso winning, and then main event was um Jack. Nah, matter of fact, Jack Boy called out Arsenal. I'm for it. I'm for it. Like, I think that could really be a good battle. Like, Arsenal in he won a rap bag, having great performances when he step out. Um, Jack gonna do him. Hate it, love it, indifferent. He gonna do him. He gonna show up. Um, that's the best way to say it. And then JC versus Eunice. Everybody wanted to see and know what was Eunice gonna do. What was Eunice gonna do after everything that's been you know, he lost the they say, like, he lost the franchise and then losing to Holmesy. Like, everybody wanted to know what was next for Eunice. Then this popped up. And people were like, oh, he got JC. Let's see what he's gonna do with having JC. Eunice did his numbers. Eunice did his numbers. Um, Like that's why I say I have JC 2-1. Like this is a very good battle. I had JC 2-1. But Jonas was in there barn. Um, I want to see it again. I want to see it again. I'm not mad. I see a lot of people saying Jonas 2-1. Like that lets you know that battle was just that good. It was just that good that we're debating. Like people like when you got people saying this person won, that person won. Um, Eunice did his job, you know. Eunice called out Rum. Now, like, granted, he got JC very quickly, but JC don't mind getting in there with the new guys. Rum the same way. Um, him getting Rum, I know a lot of people not in agreement with him getting Rum Nitty this soon, but if Rum's willing to take the battle, then so be it. So be it if Rum's willing to take the battle. That's the best way to say that. Like so like I know Eunice would like kick it up even more a notch with Rum because how like Rum punches are amazing. Like he comes up with some stuff like how did he think of that? How did he think of that? Like Eunice is on his way. Like some people don't like the way that Eunice raps, but Eunice is on his way. He is. You know, he's good, and you can see the progress. You can see the progress with him each battle. Like he's still learning things, and getting better with each battle. You know, um, I look. I'm all for Eunice getting Rum Nitty. I'm all for it. Um, but are there other battles he could take before he gets the Rum? Yes, there's other battles. Um, like keep hearing, well, why are the new guys? Well, Eunice particularly. Why are they trying to push Eunice on people? Like some people don't like Eunice. They don't like his style. They don't like his style the way he raps. Um, but the same thing happened with Klutz. Like y'all say he's a certain way, but Klutz can rap his ass off. So like, granted, he get he get he get Rum soon. Hey, I know he's gonna turn up. He's gonna turn up. We know that. You know he has no choice but to. He has no choice but to turn up. Um, far as um far as far as um far as what was I saying? Far as You know, if I get why people are mad. If he gets Rum Nitty next, and say Rum Nitty clearly 30 something, I get it. Y'all feel you're like Smack's throwing him to the wolves. But if Smack ain't believing you in this, I don't think he'd be getting JC out or like potentially getting Rum Nitty soon. Like Smack ain't just throwing these guys these names. And like Rum will probably take the matchup though. That's like Rum ain't scared to he's one like Rum and JC are like ones that's not afraid to mix it up. They not afraid to mix it up with the new guys. The new guys hungry. If you notice when they battle each other, when they battle other like vets, some of them battles be lackluster. They be lackluster. Let me be honest. They be lackluster. Um, that's the truth of the matter. They be lackluster. Um, they be lackluster battles. They do. They be lackluster battles. But you know, you watch them because it's whoever is battling. That's just the truth of the matter. Like overall, as far as Nexus, I like the matchups. I like the matchups. If Nexus is, it seems like Nexus is the new light work. Cool. I look forward to the next one. I look forward to the next one. If that's the case, and they called out certain people, let that be the matchups for the next Nexus. Then, if that's the case, like let us get Kid Chaos versus Ace. I mean, let us get Swervo versus Luke Castro or Trufo. Let us get JC versus Hollow. Real Deal Nav. Jack Boy and Arsenal. Like that's a solid Nexus. You know, if that's what it's gonna be. Like that would work. That would work and that'd be solid. That would be solid. Smack announced Summer Madness, Kings versus Queens, September the 14th. It's going down to New Orleans. Going down to New Orleans. Fisher gets a home game. Now, it's interesting. It's interesting because like I saw, I think Capo mentioned how y'all come to New Orleans. He ain't on the card. I think I saw Swamp say how y'all come to the South and he ain't on it. He's not on the card. But we know how Smack is. Smack, that might be that like that card is probably Saturday. Don't be surprised if Smack has an event Friday. Y'all like we know how Smack does things. We know how Smack does things. Like Smack be having battles filmed just out of nowhere. We know that's how it works with him. So we're not gonna act like we don't know that. We not. We're not gonna act like it. Like the matchups, as far as it, T-Top versus Official, fire, fire. Uh, 40 Bars versus New Jersey Twerk, fire. Rum Nitty versus Vixen the Assassin. It's like, come on, Smack. These matchups, yeah. I'm like the matchups is on point. Coffee Brown versus John the Don. Yeah. Miss Hustle versus Geechee Gotti. Like, that's one of those. Like, they may be cool, maybe EFB, but I know it's gonna be one of those. That ain't gonna be no friendly battle. That's not gonna be a friendly battle. How people thinking it should be a friendly battle. It's not. It's not gonna be a friendly battle. It's not gonna be a friendly battle. And then Jazz the Rapper versus Tay Rock. That's gonna be one of those too. Like Summer Madness, Kings vs Queens. 6 fire matchups. 6 fire matchups for this. It's September the 14th, going down to New Orleans. Like that. That's a fire card. That's a fire card. Like I wonder what else Smack got in the works. Um, kind of like I don't like. First, I had. I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of battles I'm behind on. Far as the URL app, probably will get it so I can check some things out. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to get it to be able to check some things out. That's what I'm really thinking. To check some things out, I'm going to get it. Um, like, I'll have the app and don't have the app, and then have the app and then don't have the app. That's kind of how it goes. Um, because I was getting double charged for having it, so that was something that was making me mad. Having the app and getting double charged for during the month. Um, Crazy. But I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get it. I'm probably gonna get it. Um, I also watched the Bar Wars event, Bar Wars Summer Rain event. That was a free event on their YouTube channel. Uh, Both like 5 battles on that. That was a cool event. Cool event. Um, B Stackio versus Vito. Like Vito's part of the RB intake. First time hearing both of them rap. Um, Vito had a dope Lion King bar. Like to me, his round seemed short. It seemed short. Um, and he got like the pacing was off for him. Um, it did kind of seem like wow, like he's rapping, trying to remember. While he's rapping, he's trying to remember the bars. Like that was noticeable. Um, Beast Akio, he had good energy, good pacing. Um, he had a dope lean on me bar. He had a dope V8 bar. I had Beast Akio winning 1-0. That was the one round to kick off the event. I would want to see Beast Akio and Vito. Vito, I'm gonna look you up some more. Cause that I don't think that was your best showing. So I'm gonna go look you up and like really see what's up with you. Um, then we had EC Breeze versus Quinza. Uh, Dose Quinza. Like Dose Quinza could rap, but he wasn't really rapping about nothing. Like it was a 3-round battle. His second round was probably his best round. No, third round was his best round of the battle. Like Easy Breeze was broke down Dose Quansa name. Uh, He had the Sesame Street scheme. He had the Recap.Bar. Like Easy Breezes had way more, way more. I had him winning the battle. I had him winning the battle. Um, then we had Mata versus Brev. Brex. He got to work on the pacing that he don't stumble or like have to run it back. Like Mata, I liked him. I liked him. Good energy, the performance. He raps very well. He rapped very well for 3 rounds. Drew, like his best round in that battle was probably his second. He seemed like he kind of settled down and like had more confidence in his second, but by then Mata won the battle. Won all like he was already winning the battle by then. Then we had BDMC versus Host Style. Like Host Style was like basically jokes. Like he had basically jokes, white jokes. Far as BDMC and just like random shit. Like he wasn't rapping about nothing really worth listening to. Granted, his second round was better than his first, but BDMC 3 performance of the night. BDMC, like it was nothing Hostile could do with BDMC. Nothing. B was in there punching that boy's head off. Like it was one of those. Like it was one of those. It really was. If we gonna be honest, it was. BDMC was in there punching that boy's head off. Like and then the main event was Fate versus Dose Dope. First time seeing Dose Dope. I would definitely look him up. I like what I saw from him. I had Fate 2-1. Some people had Dose Dope 2-1. It was a good back and forth battle. Dose Dope had a bunch of Fate demons flips. Like that's part of the crew that's the name of the crew that Fate is a part of. Typical meet your fate. This is your fate type situation. Like he mentioned Fate losing 2 tournaments. Of course he talked about Fate calling himself the West Brick. Predictable. Some things were predictable. Were predictable things. Like Dose Dope, he rebutted starting his, I think it was the second and his third. One fell flat, and the other one was pretty decent. Like Fate was punching. He was in there punching. Like they had a good back and forth. Battle of the night for sure. Yeah, Battle of the night. I had Fate 2-1. Not mad if somebody has Dose Dope 2-1. It was a good back and forth battle. Now in the chat, Easy ended up in the chat. Easy Broadcast ended up in the chat. Now, mind you, in the chat you got C Breeder Lyricist was in the chat. You got Dev for Devs in the chat, Nexus in the chat. So Easy's basically saying Kang, best nigga that was there. Next was saying he'd beat him, set it up. Either King or Jay Moore, Drake Majesty. Set it up. Easy was basically telling him that ain't what you want. So next versus Kang or next versus Jay Moore, next versus Drake Majesty, probably will sometime eventually happen. I'm for all three of those. I'm for it. I'm for it, you know. Like if that's what y'all want to do, I'm all for it. Um, like overall, a good day of battle rap. URLs Nexus was dope. Dope. That was dope. Um, Bar Wars, Summer Rain 3 was dope. Got to see a lot of talent that I'm not familiar with, so that's the cool thing about it. Overall dope. Like I enjoyed both events. What we got next weekend? You got ABCD 2-day event, ladies' night, and the other card, which is like I think that's a Friday Saturday card. Then next Saturday you have Easy's the Trenches anniversary card. So yeah, another battle rap filled weekend next weekend. How probably end up doing predictions far as end up doing predictions for the ABCD ladies night and the other card that goes with that. And then probably do the Trenches anniversary the same day with that. That'll probably just be those will definitely be within the coming days. Um August is definitely filled with battle rap. This was a good way to kick it off with URL with the Nexus and Summer Rain with the free stream. Salute Spills. Salute the Dollar. Like salute the Dollar, man. Him and Top Floor Mars dropped. ARP had a post for that. That man, Dollar's on his way. Oh, like full circle Dollar. Hopefully, it's coming up soon. Like that should be the next move for Dollar. Like he's fire. He's fire. Y'all go watch Dollar versus Top Floor Mars. That dropped. Go watch that. I see Peaches and D.I. the Handyman supposed to drop. Salute Spills. Like Spills be doing all the PR for Bash Money. Besides Capo. Capo do his own. But as far as everybody else, Spills does it all. I'm trying. Hopefully he on the next one. I hope so. Like Dollar's been working, having great performance after great performance. So hopefully Dollar on the full circle, or if Dollar not on the next full circle, or Dollar on the roof, kind of in a situation like ARP did, Caution versus RX, that'd be fire too. Like I just hope like Dollar deserves to be on whatever's just next for RBE, or like whatever other leagues that want to book him. Like he's on his way. He's on his way. That's the best way to say it. Predictions again for the Trenches and ABCD Ladies Night, another event. Got that coming up next couple of days.